don't want to go for a drive. I want to go home. Women are dangerous. Stop using your kid as a weapon. Don't do that.
What reason did you either abandon me? Why did you not try and contact me? Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's very strange.
Yeah. Episode's this? 14? 14? Episode 14? Well,
Shit, I don't know.
fucking can't keep up anymore. Episode...
Whatever the episode
whatever.
is. You'll soon find out in the title anyway when we upload the fucking thing. Say something. We did cling, didn't we?
But you went...
Oh, sorry, did I? Very enthusiastic on a Wednesday.
Let's do it again.
Fucking hell, dared you, Barlow.
Still the same as last
I
time.
just noticed your nail. What have you done?
Why are you telling everyone? Look, I tried to hide that the whole time. Literally, the second day I got it done, I opened a freebie from TikTok. Flick.
Oh, fuck the
So it
freebie.
wasn't a fucking freebie, was it? So now I'm
Well,
going to have to
no.
go back in tomorrow when I'm free to go and get him to do that one nail. I think they charge like £6 though to do one nail. Yeah. Did I show my nails last time we got? Did I show my nails yesterday?
Potentially, yeah.
I can't remember, but yeah. Yeah, very close to Halloween. The next episode we do after this will be Halloween.
It will. I'm getting more excited.
Didn't it move then, actually? That was
No,
quite
I know,
bad.
good, because I've got a brew, you bitch. I'm getting more excited because it's getting closer to my birthday. And the fact that you told me yesterday, you little shit, that you've planned something. I don't know what she's planned or what she's doing or where we're going or what's happening. But we're going or doing something.
It's going to be fun.
So I'm excited for that.
We both need it. What we're going to do, we both need it. Like, we do need it. So we will tell you probably, it'll be in a couple of episodes and we'll be able to tell you about it. Because obviously Josh's birthday's not till the 29th, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Which is right at the end of the month. So you will find out on the Halloween one. Just to let you all know as well, do you want to let them all know what date we're going to post the Halloween one? Because it's not going to be on a Saturday.
No. So it's going to be on the 31st, which is Halloween day.
The only reason to know, because I'm travelling down to, I call it London, but it's not. I'm travelling 5 hours to go and see our friend Chloe. But yeah, so normally it is Tuesdays and Saturdays, as you know, that get posted. But that week, the end of the month, will be Friday.
Yeah.
Just because it's Halloween. We've got to post one on Halloween. And obviously we've got so much stuff coming. But at the minute with the weather, we've just not been able to get out and do anything.
Weather's been terrible by me. We've had like floods and all sorts. So yeah, like we've had like really bad storms and the rain has been heavy rain.
Yeah.
The amount of bins and all sorts of stuff that I woke up to one morning. We don't have it as bad as like America though, to be fair. They have it
You
terrible.
look like a little cuddly teddy bear today.
I love my little winter jacket, I call this.
They
took
are
the-
nice.
Took the dogs out on a walk with this one. You still got me a black hoodie version.
Like 4 times I've been saying, "Oh, bring it back, I bring it back," and I just keep forgetting. But I'm bad though. I always leave something here as well. I'm so bad.
You left, well, it was an accident to be fair, wasn't it? Because we were doing a shopping trip. Blondie come and picked me and bless my nan up from over the Aldi, didn't you? And we all got a bit mixed up with waters and stuff because my nan thought she bought a certain amount of crates of water because she always does. And then I get some water as well. But then Blonde had 24 in the fucking car already.
Because I'm a lazy bitch and leave it there for about a week.
So we didn't realise, did we? And we've just there been carting these waters out, putting them in, and obviously bringing them upstairs. I brought mine up, which I thought was mine. And I thought, wow, I've got 2 crates of water. I only bought one. Anyway, I never thought anything of it. And she rings me. She goes, babe, you've got my waters there, you know. I'm like, have I? They're
I was
not.
like, just go and check. They've got Tesco on
Yeah.
there.
And I checked, I thought, Tesco? I said, oh yeah, they are yours. They're not fucking mine.
Definitely
So,
not from
yeah.
Tesco.
And you only just got them the other day.
Yeah.
And they've been there fucking what? Weeks.
I have them still in my car. Today episode, we're just going to have a bit of a talk about people getting framed and going to prison and things when they shouldn't do, and people reacting when they shouldn't do, really. Don't know how you want to start it, but men and women framing the opposite sex, I suppose, could start that. Well, same sex, realistically.
Yeah.
Relationships framing. That's the best way to put it, innit?
Yeah, so like, I mean, I've heard of similar experiences and stuff, and people have gone through things where, like, for instance, the mother's not allowed the father to see the kid and all that kind of stuff because of X, Y, and Z reason. I mean, they may be X, Y, and Z reason, but they're still the father at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I just feel like women have a lot more power sometimes over children than the men do in certain aspects. So there was a friend of mine that had a brother, and that brother had a child with this woman, and this woman was actually a drug addict. So this woman tried her absolute best to take over the control of this child and not let her see the father. Now, in this instance, he won the whole case, and he has full custody of that kid now.
Good.
And she sees that child with supervised visits because she's still on some form of drug. She still takes methadone. And as much as people go, oh, well, it's not a drug now, they're obviously like coming clean and stuff, they're still reliant on
It's not
something.
safe around the kid either.
And no, it's not safe to have that kind of stuff around children. So therefore, he won that case. But 9 times out of 10, the justice system they don't see it like as though it's the father. They just see,
Yeah.
well, it's the mum that gave birth to the child. The mother takes the full custody of the child.
Yeah.
If no drugs are involved, obviously that's usually what happens either way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I just think sometimes I feel like men have it a bit differently to how women have it in every aspect. But that's not me trying to diminish the fact that women don't have it hard as well.
I think on that aspect I can speak quite a lot because you know me, I'm not a bitch. That if you like, when it comes to my son and what I've been through, without saying too much. Like most women out there, like they split with a partner, like that. You're not seeing the kid. You're not allowed to see the kid.
Yeah, they use the kids as like weapons and stuff. I just don't like that.
Yeah,
it's not my kind
so
of.
me and my son's dad split up, if you like, and my son was 3 months old, and it went over time. It got to about a year where he didn't see his son, and then we had to basically come to the conclusion that he wasn't going to see that side of the family if his dad wasn't around. So we made arrangements where he now goes to his grandparents at weekends so that he can see the other side of the family. Most women are really bad and wouldn't do that. But whereas me, without again going into detail that I don't really want to talk about on the podcast, I didn't really have my dad when I was younger. So I think it was down to me not having my dad, knowing how much it hurts not having your mum or your dad, to then making sure he's still his family, even though his dad wasn't present. Do you know what I mean? But I just think, like, some women out there, like, stop using your kid as a weapon. Don't do that. You got to understand that your kid will hate you when they're older. Don't care what you say, because everything always comes out. Everything. You know, say when they're 16 and their dad wants to see them, no matter what you tell that kid, they're still going to be their dad. I just think that's a bit sly when women do that.
So I understand the whole protection side of things as a mother and as a father from both sides. If for any reason that there is drugs involved or there's any kind of like abuse from the parent, vice versa, male or female in the relationship, then that's inevitable. Like, it's protection overall, and you want to make sure your kid's safe under any circumstance. But then at the same time, you don't need to drag your child away from.
Be the bigger person.
Yeah,
that
and
as
there's
much
ways
as
and means.
Hurting you, and it's absolutely that I'm glad I've done what I've done, because my son, no way would have had any relationship with any of the other side of the family, his dad's family, because his dad wasn't around. And that's just the way it works.
Yeah,
sadly. But you know what I love? When you walk in the street and you see a dad with the kids.
Yeah.
And they have literally got the kids full time. They've got no mum. And you see, I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it shouldn't be a male or a female that takes on that big role. It doesn't matter whether you're mum, dad. It's whoever's there at the time.
Yeah, 100%. And it comes to, I think we had a conversation about fostering this morning with one of my friends, and it doesn't just, you don't have to be the person that gives birth to that child either, nor do you have to be their actual father. So I can bring my brother up in this situation, and my brother is with his girlfriend now present, and he has a stepdaughter, and he has a child with his new girlfriend. So, and I take my hat off to him with it, because he's taken on a child that's not his, and she absolutely idolizes him.
Yeah.
When I tell you she idolizes him, and it's not even her dad, she still sees her dad, but obviously he is literally just there to make sure that she's protected, whether he's there or not there.
Yeah, shame everyone can't be like that, innit? Just for the sake of the kids.
Yeah,
it is such a shame. But yeah, I know I've got plenty of friends that have been left on their own with their kids, and the dads don't give a shit. But dad and mum is just a word in it sometimes when you look at it in a bigger picture. A dad's just a name. A real dad is someone that's there, whether you call them dad or not. Someone that's been there for you for as long as, however it is that they've been in your life, innit?
I'm very lucky because I've got both my parents, and they've never ever not been there. And I'm not trying to like rub salt in the wound and anything like that. It's not what I'm doing, but I'm just saying that I am very grateful to know that my mum and dad are still together.
Yeah.
They're still married, I won't say they're happy all the time,
But I love that. Like, and a lot
but
of
they're
people
so
do
real.
love
My mum and
that.
dad are so real, and I think
Yeah,
that's
they
why I
are.
love the fact that they are literally how they are, because they don't take no bullshit off each other.
Mm,
They give each other as much as like do you know what I mean?
yeah.
They have that like, and I love to see that, and it was because when they were younger, they've met like from that point, and they've
Yeah.
never separated,
Well,
so
they've grown up together, haven't they?
so it's
They
never
know
been any
everything,
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that though. I wish everyone could like have relationships like that.
Yeah.
innit?
So I don't come from any kind of broken home and stuff. So it's
Mm.
hard for me to obviously like tell you like how I feel and stuff, because I've never come from that. You have a different experience, obviously, from the whole situation, like X, Y's, and Z's. And then one of my friends had an experience where this was the weirdest experience as well, by the way. So I went to college with this girl. I won't say her name. But I went to college with this girl, and I've known her for literally my entire life. We used to live on the same street as her. Her dad used to live like down the road. I think he still does live down the road. All that kind of jazz. So we've grown up together. I started working in a nightclub, basically in the town centre, and her fella basically just came there to work. And then one night she came in and was like just dancing and stuff and all that kind of stuff, and got chatting to this other dude that obviously worked there that I knew and spoke to behind the bar. They then got together, had a child, were in a relationship for years, and all of a sudden, he left, got up, and left. Never come back. Bearing in mind, he's never seen that kid since walking out that door. He's never tried to
Wow.
contact the kid. Never tried to contact.
No one knows where he's gone.
We have an inkling,
Right.
but the funny thing is though, he's now got more kids in a different relationship, and yet he's got this child, because she's gonna grow up to the point where she's 18, maybe not even that. She could be 16. Bradley's 15, and I presume that at them ages, he's starting to want to understand or question, why did you
Yeah.
maybe potentially split up with your partner,
Yeah,
X,
yeah.
Y, and Z? So she, is gonna grow up and be like, Mum, like, where's me dad, kind of thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Of course, because she's not been brought up with her father, she knows no different. She's had a stepdad, but she's not been brought up with her father, so therefore she's not going to be like, oh, there's a difference between that and that anyway. But fucking hell, if I didn't know who my father or my mum were, I'd want to know. I'd want to
Yeah.
find that out. For what
Yeah.
reason did you either abandon me? Why did you not try and contact me? Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's very strange.
Yeah.
So it's not just the parents that need to not be dicks about it for their sake. It's for the fucking kids'
Yeah,
sake, in my opinion,
100%.
because it has so many like long life head fucks, like
Yeah.
long lasting head fucks, and it's just not. That's not nice to have your kid go
No.
through that, or kids plural if you have more than one.
That brings, anyway, what we were just talking about, that brings us to the cheating side to it as well. Because you think men, women go out on a night out, whatever, when they're young, get pregnant, whatever, they have a baby. I don't know, because I've never known anyone to be like this, but I guarantee there's people out there that have had one night stands and never told that person that they've had that one night stand and brought a kid up on their own. That is another thing that's crazy to me. Should get done for it. Should be a law in it that you have to inform and there's proof that you've informed, what do you call them? The sperm donor, the egg, whatever you want to call them, whatever. What do you call it?
What do you mean? As in like the person that impregnated the woman? You mean
Yeah, well, it's my male or female. It don't really matter, does it?
female can't impregnate a female?
No, but this is what I'm saying. You don't know. It could be any of them, could it?
So you're trying? Do you mean like if, for instance,
So say you went out on a night out and you met a girl and you had a one night stand. You went home, you never seen this girl again, but she were pregnant. Same with me. If I went on a night out, I fell pregnant and I didn't tell that male. There should be a law to it.
oh yeah,
Where you have to, I don't know how it'd work, whatever, in writing, whatever, proof that you've informed that male or female that they've got a kid. And if you don't, after, say, them being one of 8, then they get done. They get a fine or something. Do you think people stop having fucking babies? People would stop, you know what I mean?
I mean, you do get the whole like child maintenance thing, though, don't you? So, for instance, if like you've watched Jeremy Kyle and you've seen like this man doesn't think he's the baby's dad, X,
Is
Y,
this
and
my
Z.
kid?
Yeah, like, and you've seen it all before, so we know fully well, like, there's probably women out there that have done that, or maybe,
It's mad though, innit? How they can just, that's someone's life you're messing with. Do you know what I mean? Like, you say, for example, you went out last night, right? And we all know, obviously, he doesn't like the PUSSY, but say, for example, you went out and you went away with a girl for one night and you got her pregnant, and then she knew she was keeping it, whatever. 16 years down the line, you've gone for a meal, you're having a nice steak there, sat at the table, there's a guy sat next to you. It's your fucking son. But you don't even know. Do you know what I mean? So things like that are crazy. As well, not a nice thing to talk about. Girls that obviously get and obviously fall pregnant and they keep the baby. And what's your opinion on that?
I just think, like, that in itself, the word rape makes me actually feel like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. That word in itself just makes me physically cringe, because I just think that, like, it shouldn't be happening, for one.
No.
Like, there should always be consent, no matter what the situation, male, female,
Yep.
any gender. There should always be consent in any aspect. If it's male and female and there could be a baby made out of it, then
Yeah.
different kettle of fish in it. So I think obviously it's down to the female that may be pregnant. If it was me and I was a female and I'd just been, oh my God, I hate saying this word.
It's
It actually
so
makes me
hard
sick.
though, innit? It is hard because obviously, like me, if I ever fell pregnant, like this is just my mind now. If I ever fell pregnant, no matter how it happened, I just couldn't ever get rid of a baby. That's just me. But then again, I've never been in that situation, so I don't really know. Do you know what I mean? But like thinking about it now, I just couldn't do that, and it's not the baby's fault, is it? But then again, could you look at that kid and keep thinking how they've come here?
That's
You know,
what I'm
that's
saying.
gonna PTSD. You know what I mean?
Major. And then how do you explain to the kid in years to come, oh, how was I here, mummy? Where's me daddy? Personally, this might sound so harsh when I say it, but I just think that, like, the morning after pill, if that ever happens, it's not a baby yet. Nothing's happened yet. There's no
100%.
creation yet. So I feel like at that stage, don't leave it weeks.
Yeah.
That's a bit silly. You've created something then at that point, and that's a bit like
Mhm.
you knew. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, already. So therefore, to minimize your later stress in life from that experience, you don't want to carry that. Surely I wouldn't want to carry that experience with me if I was to be a female again and it was me that had that situation happen to me and I had to give birth to this child that was a person that's just raised me or whatever they've done to allow this to happen. I wouldn't want to carry that with me. And again, that might sound really harsh.
No, it's your opinion.
I'm
Everyone's
not
got
trying
their
to
own
say-
opinion.
I'm not
It's
trying to
not a
say
bad
that-
opinion.
Yeah, I don't want obviously to think that abortion's acceptable. To me, I don't think it is. To a certain degree, there is certain things that I just think, like, I'm sorry, but they actually they didn't have a choice to put
Yeah.
that baby in them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They were literally made to do what they did. That was an
Yeah.
act of,
Well, while we're on that topic, women who go and get fucking pregnant and get rid of it left, right, and centre.
yeah, things like that really,
It
really.
really grinds on me. I have a friend, and since we was 18, she's been doing IVF. Her and her partner have been together since they was 13.
Yeah.
And they've been trying for IVF. It's not successful. They've been doing it for years. And obviously they can't have a baby naturally. Now, these girls that go out there and just put it out left, right, and centre, you know who you are. I just think you're disgusting. Like, I think it's vile. I think you're not thinking about anyone but yourself. I just think how could you even thought of cross your mind to not have no contraception, to bring a baby into the world, to then baby, to be blunt, but then the woman down the street from you can't have kids. It's always been a thing that really pisses me off. I have always said when I was younger, I didn't want children. I didn't want to have kids until I was at least 30 anyway. I wanted to do my life, do my holidays, do what I needed to do. I fell pregnant. I was young. I was drinking a lot. I was doing things I shouldn't have done. So I got pregnant with my partner at the time. I didn't want the baby. It was more of a big conversation with family and my partner at the time that I thought to myself, you know what, I can do this. I can't get rid of a baby anyway. I couldn't do it. Was already a month pregnant and I didn't even know. So there was no way I was getting rid of the baby. And obviously it's the best thing I've ever chose to do. It's my world, it's my everything, do you know what I mean? I would never turn back time. But I still made the choice.
Yeah, so like, I just think if you're putting yourself out there as a female, knowing willingly and fully well there's a potential chance that you're going to get pregnant and bring a child into this world, you shouldn't be putting yourself in that situation. From experience, when it just comes down to it, sometimes you just don't have it, like, there, do you, the protection? So
Coming
therefore...
from a woman, women are bitches. They're bitches. They are bitches. They won't tell you you've got contraception. Men out there, and I've had to have this conversation with my son, as you know, women are dangerous. They are dangerous, and this is coming from a woman. I'm not... It's weird to say I'm not like any other woman, and you know what I mean when I say that, don't you?
Yeah, but I just think
I'm not a bitchy woman. I'm not...
Nah.
It's one of them. Women are very dangerous, so just be careful. Like, men do not realise it's not down to you. It's two people to tango. Two people, not one. So, yeah, that woman needs to have contraception. But say you go on a night out, yeah? You're on a night out, yeah, you've had well too many drinks. You're going back with that woman. Do you really think if you've not got a condom in your pocket and she's pissed, you got contraception, love, you ready? You know, whatever.
That's the last thing on the mind.
Of course you have. Lies, she ain't seeing you again, pregnant. Ringing you up a year later, by the way, you've got a kid. So easy.
Yeah.
And so hard to be undone. You know, it's sick.
Listen, this is why I'm so happy I'm gay. Honestly, I know fully well I ain't going to get that.
Knock on the door.
Excuse me, this is your kid. I'm like, what? I ain't going to get it.
No, 2025, you might end up finding a male pregnant these days.
You don't know, yeah. We got to it.
Back to the word you don't like, the situation. Obviously, I'm going through a lot with the doctors and stuff at the minute, and therapies and counsellors and things. So I feel quite happy to talk about the situation that I did go through. Luckily, I didn't get, but I was very, very close to. Now, I used to be a rebel. My mum used to tell me, you've got to be in at 9 o'clock. I ain't going in till 10 o'clock. My mum would say, you can go out till 10 o'clock tonight. I went in till 12 o'clock. That type of shit. So this one night, I was with one of my friends and a sister, and we were sitting outside having a little doobie, and I said, I need to go home, you know, it's 11 o'clock, I'm going to get fucked. She's like, oh, sleep, you're fine, don't worry about it. I said, no, I need to go home. I'm going to get so in trouble if I don't go home now. And bear in mind, I was about 15 minutes from my house in a car, half an hour walking. So my friend says to me, oh, don't worry, my friend's coming to pick us up, so they'll take you home. Obviously, when my friend said that, I'm thinking, oh, it's a girl's coming, you know, to pick us up. We're 3 males in the car, me and my friend and her sister, and I just looked at my mate straight away and said no. But yeah, my friend said, my friend will take you home. So I just assumed it was a girl coming to pick us up. Anyway, so these 3 men turns up in this car. Whoa, stop. Like, we're doing so well.
Sorry, I actually won't this time. But I'm going to have to just look that way while she's explaining it or something.
Right, I'm talking about nearly being raped. You're laughing.
No, I'm not laughing at that. That's what's worse. And that's what makes it 10 times worse, the fact that it looks like I'm actually laughing. I'm not.
And said, oh, my friend will come, they'll pick you up. Because obviously I couldn't walk. It was like half an hour away. So anyway, the car pulls up, 3 men in the car, and it was me, my friend, and her sister. And I... We can't.
No, we can't. It's really serious. I think this is why we're laughing, because it's a serious story. We're not serious. This is the problem.
It's
Imagine.
Not even funny.
I know. I
can't remember what I've just said now.
Just tell that story
again.
I'm so sorry. Just tell the story again. I'm just going to sit off to the side and pretend I'm not being filmed while you're doing
Cut
it.
25,022. So my friend says to me, oh, my friend will take you home. So this car pulls up, 3 men in it. There was me, my friend, and her sister. So we all get in the car. As we're driving, we drive totally past my estate. Totally past it. So then I panicked then. That was me then in the back of the car. I'm panicking. My hands are sweating.
Yeah.
I said to my mate, where are we going? She's like, oh, they'll just take us for a drive and that. They'll take you home. I said, we've just gone past my house.
Yeah.
So I said to the driver, I said, where are we going? He said, oh, we're just going for a drive. I said, well, I don't want to go for a drive. I want to go home. Then at this point, I was panicking. Bear in mind, I was 15. And I'm thinking, where am I going? The town where I went to, I didn't know. Never been in this town in my life. Never, ever stepped foot in that town, ever. Didn't know where I was.
Yeah.
From where I was originally from to that place was 25 minutes. So to me, as being a 15-year-old, I was miles
That's
away.
so far away from home, yeah.
All I remember is us pulling up at this alleyway. I got dragged down the alleyway by my hair.
Oh, don't.
He tried to, I don't want to say too much, but he tried to obviously attempt to push me on the wall and do what he was doing. I've managed to boot him and I just ran.
Oh my
I just
God,
kept
yeah.
running and running.
Oh,
All I
it's
could
got
hear was him
goosebumps.
shouting behind me. He was running after me. And luckily, it was 3 a.m. at this point. I seen a guy pissed out of his head. All I did, and he could have done anything to me. Luckily, I just was like, and I did this to him, blinked him, like, and carried on walking down the road. And he's like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" I said, "Please, please pretend you know me. Please, please, please. There's a man chasing me behind me, please." And he looked back and he went, "Right, come on, you come." And he must have just sobered up like that. Took me back to his house. I remember his wife getting up out of bed. All I remember is this big fluffy cat. And then obviously I got picked up. So yeah,
Wow.
it's just very careful. Just be
Fucking hell.
careful whose car you get in and what, because that could have been a lot worse. Like, and that's
That's the
something I'll
problem.
never forget.
When you're younger, though, you're so vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like, you're just so naive
So
to everything.
cocky, aren't you?
You just don't, you think like you can just do anything and everything's fine. There's no bad people. You don't
Yeah.
see bad people like in the world when you're a kid. You see everything as like rainbows and like all fun and daisies
Yeah.
until something like that happens. And I mean, has it changed you as a person, like mentally then, or
1000%.
because like, has it made you feel more protective over yourself when you go out?
This is probably wrong. Like, I don't know. Like, everyone's got their own opinion. Like, I might as well have been
Yeah.
that. Do you know what I mean? Because I know they didn't physically do it to me. It's still something that is a trigger in my life, no matter what. Now, if I ever get in a taxi, if I've gone on a night out, or if ever, it's always there at the back of my mind. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know over like in the time frame of it happening to now, to this point in your life, you've ever had help and stuff with it.
Well, this is what I'm trying to do now, innit? Obviously, if you have been through anything, or you do need like help, or you're scared to speak to anyone, or you've been through anything that, I don't know, in your family, not just rape, just like anything like mental torture, domestic, all sorts of things, like, please do not be on your own. Like, for years, I have been through so much trauma that I've never sat down with anyone and never opened up to somebody, and I've never... even with the doctors, I don't go to the doctors. I put everything off. Oh, be all right. And I've always done that. And now I'm 35. It's only now that I'm seeing counsellors and therapists and doctors and things, because now I'm thinking I'm not who I could be, because I've got really bad PTSD now because of the things that have happened to me when I'm younger. But speaking to someone could help you, you know, like, get it off your chest. Like, you might not like me. I couldn't speak to my mum and stepdad. I couldn't speak to... The only people I had when I was younger was my grandma and granddad. Literally, that was it. You know, and even then, there were certain things that you can and can't say, you know, because they're still your family. But yeah, please don't ever anyone think that they're on their own. There's people out there that you can talk to. Further information to that, if you do need help, please give us a message. Me or Josh will obviously message you back, and we'll try our very best to find someone in your area or a number or someone you can speak to that'll help you.
That's why I love that we are doing this podcast as well, because it gives us as two people an opportunity to open up to each other as well, because we've only been friends for a short period of time, and I think that we've known more about each other in the small space of time than any of them of my mates do. Like, I've told you so much stuff like that I've never, ever even told anyone in my life.
Yeah,
and
same.
the amount of conversations we've had while sitting here and just literally talking. I live on my own as well, so I don't have anyone to speak to. So for me, you're like kind of my little like vent. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
no to
Same here.
vice versa.
We just
So
cry to each other all
yeah.
day. As much as you might see me, Josh, sat here always laughing, joking, we have our own stuff going on. So you're not on your own. You're really not on your own. So as much as you might think we're helping you, you're probably helping us as well. But yeah, let's get out of that conversation before someone gets upset. Me, soft ass. This day and age as well, I think it's a totally different world. Like, kids are growing up so much quicker than what the age they are. Technology is a big one because obviously it's letting them grow up quicker. So I think as a parent, just be careful, like when you are letting your kid out to play, and just know where they are. Like, you don't have to show them you're so overprotected, but you do need to have to be overprotected these days with your kids. Just watch where they're going, who they're playing out with, whose houses they're going in. Because it's not like back when we was kids, is it? Like, I used to just be able to run across the road straight in my mate's house. People don't really tend to let anyone in their house anymore, do they? And kids play out. You don't know where they are.
Having a phone from a certain age, when you're letting your kids and stuff play out, I think is a decent thing to do, because on Apple, I don't know what it's the same for an Android device, but for an Apple device, you've got to Find My iPhone or whatever, so you can literally track your kid wherever they are. And people might think, oh, that's a bit overprotective, but I just don't think you could ever be too overprotective by like with your kids.